Hello, YouTube. Welcome into another part 0 for our one more marathon. This is Gandhi's. We're talking about Gandhi. Gandhi, not famous for being the strongest Civ 6 leader, but has a very unique playstyle and has some potential that is very unique amongst all the Civs in the game. So let's start with a leader overview. We'll talk about all of the different abilities, and then we'll talk about specifically map setup and sort of playstyle choices you can go, because I think you can go for like 2, maybe 3 different unique paths with Gandhi. So beginning at the top, we get 5 faith for each civilization, including India, that we've met that's founded a religion and is not currently at war. Opposing civilizations receive double war weariness for fighting against Gandhi. So we get a bunch of faith for people having founded religions. So this scales with map size because you can get more and more religions the bigger the map goes. So that's an interesting thing. It's usually, so like on a small map, it's about 20 faith per turn, assuming people aren't at war. You can't guarantee that part of it, but 20 faith per turn is a lot, and it's generally online fairly quickly. So interesting that you can use this with Monumentality Golden Ages or any other thing that you need your faith for. People fight. There's a deterrent for people fighting against you. That's not necessarily going to deter the AI, but it will punish them for fighting against you. They'll get weaker amenities and get their bonuses stifled. So a decent way to start, and we are a faith focused Civ. We do want holy sites in pretty much every city. So then we move on to Dharma, and this is the unique one. This is the one that you might not consider being as powerful as it actually is. There's a lot going on here. So receive the follower belief bonus in a city that from each religion that has at least 1 follower. The follower bonus is the main one. So this is another ability that scales with map size. So you can get every single one of those main founding beliefs in your city, assuming you have the time and energy to sort of use some missionaries and like move them around and, stuff like that. So you can play the long game is what I'm saying. You can get Feed the World and choral music and work ethic and blah, 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 blah. You can get all of that in a single city, which is crazy because those are very powerful beliefs. You can only pick one for a reason. And you can get them all, which is really, really strong. And then cities gain an amenity for every religion with at least 1 follower. So that's a bunch of extra amenities. You guys probably know what amenities do at this point. Missionaries get 2 spreads and 100% extra religious pressure from trade routes. So your missionaries plus like an Exodus Golden Age early on can have so many charges. It's actually pretty nutty. And then you can kind of use those. You can have like a main, you can have like a Catholic city and like a Buddhist city, and you can buy a missionary out of each and spread them around so that you can get your Dharma synergizing everywhere. But particularly Feed the World comes to mind and choral music comes to mind. If you just go holy sites, you can get massive benefits from those holy sites, which is really, really cool and what sets them apart. This and this scale with map size. So the bigger you go and the longer you're willing to play, the more and more power you can get out of them, which is quite interesting. In addition to that, we have the Varu, which is a pretty cool, unique cavalry unit. Adjacent units receive -5 combat strength. This is an early war, or at least an early war deterrent kind of unit. Pretty powerful. I enjoy doing the Varu stuff. We'll probably focus on that a little bit more in our Chandragupta playthrough. Oh, we already did that. Let's not talk about it. But it's nice to have early unique units. That's Golden Age stuff. Again, like hitting those early Exodus Golden Ages matter a lot. So it's nice to have access to that. Similarly, the Stepwell is available quite early, gives you food and housing and faith if next to a holy site, food if next to farms, and then additional bonuses as you advance through the tree, prevents food loss during drought. Can't be built on hills or adjacent to another Stepwell. So you can kind of pepper these in. Full housing is nice. They get a second full housing later. This can just help you have really tall cities so that you can take advantage of like your Dharma stuff and like spreading things around. One of the few tall-oriented civs in the game. And I'm telling you, like, getting all of the main beliefs here from Dharma is way more powerful than you might think. Like, way, way, way more powerful than you might think. So, talking about play styles, you can go the long game, and you can work on Dharma and get like a space race going if you want, because you can get all these crazy things, housing and extra culture, blah, blah, blah. You could do early war stuff with the Varu. You can take over your neighbor, punish them that way. And then the other thing you can do is take advantage of the other half of Dharma and just go for a crazy fast religious victory, which is maybe the route we'll go. We'll see how the game plays out. Kind of a flexible civ. Nothing that screams out at you as exciting, right? Like not as exciting as like, oh, Germany's Hansa, yes, let's give it to me. But if your game knowledge is high and you're willing to put the time and effort into making sure that this ability works in all your cities, it's actually pretty good. Overall, one of my lower ranked civs, just because they don't have that like knock it out of the park, slap you in the face, obviously powerful stuff. But I think very, very fun, especially if you haven't given them a try lately. So enjoy it, have fun with Dharma. How do you like to play Gandhi? Do you go for the meme nukes domination at the end? Do you like to play around with your elephants? War elephants are always a crowd favorite. Or do you just like to go for a little old religious victory? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoy these part zeros, and don't forget to stop by twitch.tv/thegamemechanic and join us live in person on the internet. We'll see you then.